How did you know he's going to the south gate then? He could be going to the north gate for all you know. Like, if you don't know directions, how would you know that? God damn it, Crow. You're both brilliant and somewhat useless. If you can't tell directions, why tell me to go south?
The dark people are amazing. They're collectors.
Is this the south? No, this is the harbour. Oh no, there he is. No, that's not him. See, even I don't know where the south gate is. God. Zoe, why act like we know where the south gate is? I don't know where the south gate is. Putting words in my mouth and shit. Damn, Gil. Is the south gate the big door that I haven't been able to get through yet? The one I thought led to the harbour.
Over here.
Oh, well, that works. Thank you, Crow.
Good afternoon, young lady. Crow here tells me you're a friend of April Ryan.
Sort of.
I know her, yeah. I'm Zoe Castillo.
Brian Westhouse. You and April had a falling out?
Of sorts. Look, I'm sorry, but Crow told me you might be able to help.
I might? What is it you need my help with?
To get home, I guess. To Stark.
I figured as much. I'm afraid I can't help you with that, Miss Castillo, but I know someone who might.
Who?
Her name is the White Dragon, and from what I understand, Crow, you know where to find her.
I do. I can be of assistance. Yes.
Dragon. Like in big,
Nah,
flying,
more like
fire-breathing
a
lizard.
slim, sexy-looking
More
white-haired
like
woman.
skinny, pretty, with legs to kill for. I don't think she breathes fire, although she can get pretty fired up, if you know what I mean. Anyone? Anyone? Sheesh.
I
So
got
where
it,
is
Crow,
she,
don't
this,
worry.
This dragon person.
In a library. It's where all the hot chicks go, apparently.
She's in a place called the Dark People's City. If you know how to find it, it moves around with the ocean's currents. But Crow's just been there. Haven't you, Crow?
Sure have. I spent several months there, learning the ancient art of sitting on my butt. Feathers.
And you know how to get back?
Sort of. Ish. I know the general direction. I remember the winds. They smelled like cinnamon and rose tea, wrapped in a fragrant bouquet of fresh bull mule excrement. But I can't point it out on a map, because maps just look like a confused monkey's scribblings to me. And I won't be able to lead a boat there. The waves make me all sick and disoriented.
We won't have to take a boat. We'll fly.
Uh-huh. I'll just wait here while the two of you grow some wings, shall I?
Where we're going, Crow, we won't be needing wings.
Did they really have to pull that reference off? Really? Of all references? Really?
I'm telling you, anything that flies without wings can't be trusted. It's against nature and all that's holy. But hey, no feathers off my bones. If it comes crashing down, I'm not the one who'll be needing wings.
Your friend. He'll just lend it to us.
He owes me a favor. Besides, NPS, that would be the Northlands Parcel Service, has just upgraded their airborne fleet. This baby was one of the first they leased from the Azadi 7 years back, and even then, she was getting on. The new ones are faster, bigger, slicker, but she'll do just fine for our purposes.
So you're coming with us?
Coming with you? Wouldn't miss it for the world, Miss Castillo. This is one adventure I'm definitely looking forward to. Besides, you'll need me to fly her for you. She takes some getting used to.
I don't know. I still don't trust a bird without wings. I'm keeping my eyes on you, sister. One wrong move, and bam! You'll feel the wrath of my beak.
Oh, Crow, you silly, silly bird, you.
In the name of the goddess and the six, you will lay down your arms and submit to our swords.
What?
Stay there. Do not make a move.
Search the premises. Let no one leave. What in the name of the Six is going on?
Spare us the theatrics, publican. We know that you shelter rebels.
Rebels? Of course not. This is a peaceful and law-abiding establishment.
If that is the case, you will receive an official apology and recompense from the Office of the Emissary. But I'm afraid we cannot take your word for it.
The cellar is clear. There's no one else in here, Apostle.
I'll take the second floor myself.
Of course you will. Do I get to kill Bryn? Because that boy is a bit annoying. I don't think they completely know what they wanted to do with Arcadia. It's like all the guys fight as if they're samurai. There's slight mentions of Norse, the samurai, or samurai fighting style. It's just a mismatch of everything that's mythical. Really? Your friend's dead. Are you just gonna waltz down casually? Oh, he sidestepped me. Well done, sir. Well played. Well played, sir. I see you've put on your good shoes. Any more? Nope. Oh, there's nothing over here. Okay. Do I get to kill Bryn? That's all I want out of life.
Do not make a move, witch. What is your name? I'll give you one last chance to save your neck, witch. You will help me find someone, or you will die. And not just you. We will send the proprietor of this tavern to Sadir to stand trial for treason. As for your friends who've just left harbor, their ship will be boarded and the supplies confiscated. Do you know how the Azadi punish smugglers?
Please.
Their feet and hands are bound. They are weighed down with metal, and then they are dropped into the ocean.
Whoa, damn.
Please, let them be. They carry only medicine and food.
I have no quarrel with you or your compatriots. I seek only one person. The one my people call the Scorpion.
The Scorpion?
What do you know of him?
I actually forgot about the Scorpion.
If I tell you about the Scorpion, will you let us go, Benrime? Me, the shipment?
No. But if you lead me to the Scorpion, then yes, I will let you and your friends go. You'll have your food and medicine.
Leave the boat be, Azadi. Please. There are no weapons aboard. It poses
Listen,
no
Jedi,
harm to
just
your
tell us
people.
what we want.
It's in your hands now.
Very well. I will take you to the Scorpion, but only if you give me your word that you will harm no one else.
You have my word.
I
May
feel
the
like she's
stars forgive
bullshitting.
me
Slit her
for what I
throat
am
now.
about to
Get it over with. Get it over with. The way she said it, she sounds like she's bullshitting. Just kill her. Kill the Jedi. Order 66. Why can I never get much done with Kian? Like Zoe, I understand you're the main character. April, I get it, you were the main character, but give me Kian stuff. Don't just sprinkle it about so I get a little taste. Give me Kian stuff. God damn it. Also, that does look amazingly unsafe.
How are we doing?
Just fine. This ship's a real beauty. She basically flies herself. She just needs a tiny nudge now and again, but other than that...
So, Mr. Westhouse?
Call me Brian, please.
Brian, when did you come to Arcadia?
Oh, that was a long time ago. Too long. I traveled across the divide in 33. 1933, that is.
What? And you're how old exactly?
Oh, I may be getting on, but I'm not that old. No, I got unstuck from time, and I was caught between worlds for a while. Not a pleasant experience by any measure of things, but I got out, and I made a life for myself in Marcuria. I'm never going back to Stark. And I'm fine with that. I've made peace with my past. Arcadia's my home now.
Where in Stark did you come from?
Boston, USA. Back when there was a USA. Hell, back when there was a Boston.
They're still there, both of them. How did you end up here? Are you a shifter?
Most certainly not. I mean, if I was, I would probably have gone back at some point. No, I made my way through the divide by more unconventional means. I'm not that old, mind you. Something happened that got me unstuck from time. It wasn't the best idea I ever had, but still, here I am in good health, and with all my limbs intact. I shouldn't complain.
Have you seen a lot of this world?
I'd say so. When Marcuria was invaded by the Tyrant hordes 10 years ago, I was forced to leave the city. I first traveled east across the Northlands to a place called Irhad, the Sun Empire, and then south across the Great Ocean to the continent called the Southlands. After that, well, there's not much left in this world that I haven't seen. I've even been to the Azadi Empire. But I have to say that I like the Northlands, and Marcuria best of all. It feels like home.
Where did the Azadi come from?
Far west. Almost 10 days' journey by boat. In their airships, however, or cloud ships, it doesn't take many days to cross the ocean.
You've visited their continent.
I've passed through it, so to speak. Their capital, Sadir, is just amazing. It's built across a huge river delta where 6 rivers meet. It's a holy place.
They let you just wander freely through their city?
I passed as a traveler in their lands. It's not closed to outsiders, and as long as you respect the Azadi and their customs, they give you passage. It's such a different culture from what we're used to, but they're an interesting people, and I found my visit to be highly educational. What they're doing in Marcuria, though, it's certainly controversial. On one hand, they brought freedom and peace. On the other hand, they've rounded up the Magicals, stuck them in a ghetto.
What is their problem with
God
Magicals
knows
anyway?
what they intend to do with them next.
Like, is that ever explained?
What are the Tyrant?
They were a barbaric people who lived on the western plains. 10 years ago, they invaded Marcuria.
Were?
The Azadi killed them all when they liberated the city. If there are any left, they're few and scattered. The Tyrant took the city during a time of great upheaval, but they didn't hold it long. The Azadi arrived in their ships soon after and drove them out. It's almost frightening how quickly the Tyrant were wiped out. The Azadi showed no mercy.
When do we get to the Dark People's city?
From what our feathered friend said, it'll be another day or so. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just feeling a bit restless.
Well, there's not much to do here. You can look around the cabin for a bit, talk to Crow, or take a nap back in the hold. There's a bed there.
Thanks. Maybe I will.
What's up, Crow?
I'm feeling seasick.
In the air?
Seasick? Aren't you used to flying?
Flying, yes. Flying is no problem. Flying is flapping your wings and praying for a good tailwind. This isn't flying. This is torture.
So why don't you jump out there and fly instead?
What? And catch a cold? Are you kidding me? You do know that it's freezing out there, don't you?
We're in a wood
It's
cabin.
not like I can keep up
How
with this
warm is it?
infernal machine. My wings are made for comfort flying, not marathons. No, I'll stay here. I'll just find a corner to go throw up in instead.
Nice. How long have you known April?
That depends on how you look at it. We go way back, but I haven't really seen her since way back.
What happened?
She sent me on my merry way. She wanted to go find herself, which actually means go lose everyone else. I can recommend it, though. It's very liberating. I went off to find myself recently, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. You see, I was about to get married, and...
To a bird? I mean, not a woman. Well, yes, a woman. A female bird. Someone with wings. Like you.
Yes, that's right. A bird. Anyway, so the idea of settling down, building a nest, starting a family... I don't know. I started freaking out. So I went on a journey of inner discovery.
Uh-huh.
You went on a journey of discovery?
Inner discovery. A quest for personal understanding. A mission of self-realization. A voyage of inward fulfillment. A trek to the...
Okay, yes. I get it. You wanted to find yourself.
It's brilliant! You desert everyone, abandon your responsibilities and relationships, and focus completely on your own personal misery. It's a douche for the soul.
You know, Crow, I think you may have misunderstood what finding yourself is all about.
What? No, April showed me how it's done. I can't believe I didn't do it sooner. I feel so much lighter. Not a care in the world. Except for, you know, the total and abject misery in my heart and soul.
Right.
So you abandoned your fiancé to go on a selfish journey of inner discovery?
Abandoned is a strong word. Left? Deserted? Forsook? Yes, yes, and yes. Slipped away in the dead of night? Sure. But it was all for the best. I obviously wasn't ready to, you know, become a responsible, grown-up, magical bird. Where does one go to find oneself, I asked. Granted, I only asked myself, and I probably should have gotten a second opinion, but there you go. So I decided to seek the center of all wisdom and knowledge in Arcadia.
This Dark People's City?
No, no, no. Some fortune teller in Zan. She stiffed me. It was actually blind luck that I ended up in the Dark People's City. I never intended to go there, but it was a real blessing, I tell you. These guys, they let me read anything I wanted. And I've learned a lot. Like, for example, did you know that a Diavan water snake can grow to be almost 200 meters long? I didn't. I didn't really want to find out either, because now I'm really freaked out by water, but there's not much else to do in the place except read. Read, eat, read, sleep, read, go to the bathroom, and read at the same time. It's really very, very dull. But all that introspection gave me perspective. I wisened up, and now I'm ready.
Ready to get married?
Ready to admit that I'm scared out of my feathers about getting married. So no, still on that journey.
God damn it, Crow, you're brilliant.
About April.
I don't understand what happened to her. Oh, she was the sweetest, prettiest, nicest girl you could have ever imagined.
Oh, she wasn't.
And she was a real trooper. Save the world and all. You don't see a lot of people doing that these days. But things didn't turn out the way she thought they would. She couldn't go back to her world, first because she was afraid, and then later because she lost her powers. On top of that, the Azadi were after everyone from Stark. Everyone with special powers, everyone who was allied with the Magicals. In the end, I think April just snapped. She was so angry, she felt so betrayed. She had to take it out on someone. Fortunately, she decided to take it out on the Azadi. I wanted to stick with her, I really did, despite the yelling and the bitterness. But in the end, she just up and left me. Right in the middle of nowhere, too. I tried looking for her, but after a while I gave up, got the distinct feeling she didn't want me around anyway. So, I left to begin a new life.
I don't think there's anything you could have done, Crow. Sometimes the people we know and love change, and sometimes that means we have to move on. What powers did April lose?
Her special thingy, being a shifter. First, she didn't want to go back to Stark, and then, one day, she couldn't. Her powers went poof, and no one knows why. Ooh.
What?
What?
Why did you go, ooh?
Spooky! Also, I'm saying it. It makes my beak vibrate.
You don't think she lost her
I
powers
love the
because
fact that she acknowledged
she felt her
that.
powers were the cause of
Like,
her misery?
why are you doing that?
Of course I wouldn't know what...
Oh, God.
Seems to me that she was scared about facing reality again. and she decided that her powers would only bring more pain. So she lost them.
Oh, that's, psychology, isn't it? Oh, brilliant. You human females from Stark are really clever. So, hey, if we hit April with a really big frying pan, she'll come to her senses, right?
What?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Yes, it's called therapy. I read about it somewhere. Well, not read, more like heard. In a seedy tavern near the docks. After 11 thimbles of Mary Minstrom's yellow fire. Just before dawn. On a Monday. But I remember the fella who told me. Big lad. Arms as thick as oak trees. A stunning collection of scars. Nice eye patch. A real therapist he was. Wait, maybe it was rapist.
Oh my! Oh my! Oh my god! Oh my god, Crow, you're amazing. Oh, I'm fucking crying. Oh. Oh, Jesus.
What's it like being a talking bird?
My beak is a finely tuned instrument of love. When I speak, girls tremble. And also guys. Guys tremble too, the same way.
Right. It was nice chatting with you, Crow. It's very informative.
Glad to help, doll.
Doll?
I mean, independent and self-reliant female person who's not an object to be ogled at or used solely for my own personal amusement and pleasure.
Oh my god. Crow, I love you. I love you so much, Crow. You're amazing. Oh my god, that's so brilliant. It physically hurts. Oh my god.
Welcome to our city. The White of the Kin is expecting you.
Who?
That's the White Dragon, Zoe.
How did she know I was coming?
I stopped asking those kinds of questions a long time ago. You just have to start buying into stuff like destiny and precognition, or you'll go nuts.
She waits in the library. Follow me.
Right. Okay.
You see,
no point in
Crow's
asking
here
any
for a
questions,
reason.
is
Crow
there?
gets it.
Absolutely not.
Crow gets it.
It'll only make your head hurt.
He's also here for weird pirate rapist jokes.